So when we talk about programming in Java, there are three different terms we'll be looking at, and that is the Java Development Kit with an acronym of JDK, what we just previously installed, the JRE, which is the Java Runtime Environment, and the JVM, which simply stands for the Java Virtual Machine. So what are these terms and how do they relate? I'll pull up a slide and we'll walk you through how each of these terms really operates. So we have an image on our right that has the Java Development Kit stipulated at the bottom, and we have the JDK or Java Development Kit is a software package used by Java developers to create, compile, and run Java applications. So you can see the image stipulates more like a computer setup, a working environment setup, and with some icons around it. So this is a kind of a combination of different tools. So the JDK is what developers make use of in order for them to write Java programming language, Java programs. Now, the JDK, the Java compiler, Java, is a tool to translate Java source code file into Java bytecode file that the Java virtual machine can execute. So you see how we are then relating the JDK to the JVM. So the Java compiler compiles the program with the Java command. Remember previously when we carried out the Java hello world command that compiled the program into a bytecode, which is a .class file. So now the JVM will take that .class file and execute that file. So Java work on a principle of write once, run anywhere. So when you compile a code with any machine, you can take that code inside of another machine or even another operating system and run that code in as much as that machine has what is known as the Java virtual machine installed. Moving over, we have JDK provides a range of development and debugging tools such as Javadoc, and JDB, which stands for Java Debugger, that helps developers write, test, and document Java code. So each of these particular tools that I've mentioned, the Javadoc and the JDB, are tools that help developers to write, even document the Java code for future users or developers that will come to a project in the later days. So that is it for the Java Development Kit. Now let us take a look at what the JRE is really all about, and then we'll look at the JVM in detail. So now we'll take a look at the JRE. The JRE is also known as the Java Runtime Environment. It is a software package that enables the execution of Java application on the end user machines. So how does Java program or application work? So when you finish writing a program, now you've used that program, it's going to generate a series of class files. Now when you distribute the final program to the end user, without the JRE, it will be impossible for the end user to execute the application. So most of the time, what developers do is bundle the JRE inside of the application. Let's take for example the Eclipse IDE is an IDE just like IntelliJ. Inside of the Eclipse IDE is a bundled JRE. This will enable the Eclipse IDE to run on the user's machine. So that is how the JRE works. Now the JDK is mainly for development purpose, but the JRE is for the end user in order for the end user to be able to run the application. So the JDK comes with the JRE and the compiler, while the JRE does not have the compiler inside of it. Now, looking at the second point, the JRE contains a JVM allowing the end user to run the compiled Java application. It is responsible for executing Java bytecode on the host system. So when the host, that is the end user, has the JRE in his computer, it will be able to run Java application. But however, it needs the JVM. So the JRE is having the JVM inside of it. So the JRE comes with the JVM. And it's a tool that is necessary for the execution of Java application, and it contains libraries that aid the execution of the Java application. but it does not include the development tools like debugger or compiler that are part of the JDK. Like I earlier stated, it will only be able to run those .class file. It won't be able to compile the .java file into a .class file because it is not the development kit. So let's take a look at the Java virtual machine next. So you can see we have the Java virtual machine, and the image kind of portray a kind of virtual computer. This is how it goes. The JVM is a virtualized execution environment that enables Java applications to run on device, hardware, and software platform without any modification. So what this simply means, like I stated earlier, is that when you compile a Java program, even with a Windows OS, you can take that compiled file to a Mac OS operating system or a Linux operating system. As far as that Linux operating system has the JVM or the JRE installed, you can run that code without any modification. So that's why the JVM is a very, very important tool. So at first, the Java JDK, which contains the compiler, is going to make use of the compiler to compile a .java file into a .class file, which is known as bytecode. So how it works is that this bytecode is a code for a virtual machine, and this virtual machine does not really exist in any form. Then that virtual machine is going to look at the particular operating system it is being installed in, and it compile the .class file to the original machine code so as to enable the machine run the particular program. Now the JVM handles memory allocation and garbage collection, automatically managing memory resources to prevent memory leaks and improve efficiency. Now this is a major topic. When you write a program, it takes space in the computer memory. When we talk about objects and references, we'll see how garbage collection really works in. So just hold on a bit for that. Now the JVM ensures that Java applications are platform independent, following the write once, run anywhere principle, which is short for WORA. So WORA is write once, run anywhere. Like I stated earlier, the JVM ensures that the Java application can be run on any other platform, in as much as you have the compiled class file. You can take that file and run anywhere else. So that brings us to the end of this little introduction of the JDK, the JRE, and the JVM. I hope you have an idea of what it's really all about. However, you can also ask your questions in the comment section below, and I'll be very, very happy to give you the feedback.